Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You are tuned into Cooking with Winn, and this is your girl Winn. I'm here with another video teaching you guys how to make potato grains, red oil potato grains. So if you don't know what potato grains is, the sweet potatoes, the leaves of the sweet potatoes, that's the soup we're gonna be making. That's the meal we're gonna be making today, okay guys? So potato grains, you can do it, you can cook potato grains two ways. You can either do it fried potato grains or you can do red oil potato grains. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to do the red oil potato grains, but in the future there will be another video teaching you guys how to make the fry. Okay guys, so welcome to my channel. Thanks for sticking with me. Stay tuned to the end of this video. So I have my meat in the sink. You can use any kind of meat that you have at home or that you bought in a store, that's fine. I have pre-cooked meat, I have chicken feet, and I have dry bone, which I'll be adding to my potato grains today. And I'm gonna be using dry chicken. I'll be using, so I show you guys snapper, but I'll be switching that with mackerel. And I have fresh goat meat, which I'll be adding to my potato grains today. So you just want to clean that up. Once you're done cleaning it up and add it to the pot, you want to blend your pepper and onions. Add your pepper and onions to your clean meat, and then go ahead and season your meat. So I'll be adding 1 Maggi cube and half teaspoon of salt. I'll be adding half teaspoon of adobo. Guys, this is it's just the season that I prefer. You can use whatever season you have at home, okay? And you want to add water to your meat. You can add the water to cover the meat, or you can leave it halfway because you're going to be using the water to cook the potato grains. So you just want to add the water, cover, and take it to the stove. Once it's on the stove, you want to move over to your potato grains. So I love fresh potato grains. I prefer fresh potato grains. If you want to get the frozen one, that's fine, but I prefer fresh grains. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my grains, add the water to the grains. You want to wash your grains, let's say about 2 to 3 times, because you don't want your potato grain to have any sand on it or dirt. So you can go ahead and wash it 2 to 3 times. It's up to you. So once you're done washing your grains, go ahead and peel it off the stem, and you want to use the bottom stem. Like, you cut it in the bottom because it's softer and it's easier to cut. Do not use the top stem because the top stem is hard. So you just want to pack your grains in your hand till you have a handful, and once you have a handful of grains, just go ahead and cut your grains. So as you can see, I have a handful. So it's just something that I do. I cut the top of the grains, but you don't want to cut it, you don't have to. And then once you have a handful, just move over to a clean pot or a clean bowl and then slice your grains. So I have 3 ways to cut the grains. I have another video on my channel show you guys 3 different ways you can cut your grains. You can either do it this way. I love doing it this way because I grew up cutting grain like this and I'm like used to it, so that's why I'm cutting my grains like this. But if you don't want to cut it with your hands, if you don't feel comfortable, you can use a cutting board, or you can use the potato grain machine that I have in my other video. So make sure you watch the other video before watching this one, so that way it's easier for you to cut your grain. You just want to continue cutting your grains so you have no more grains left in your hand, and you're gonna do the same process for all the grains. So basically follow the same step and cut the rest of your grains. So I'm done cutting all of my grains. I'm gonna move over to the pot. You just want to take the meat that I soft, like I took my chicken feet out, my pre-cooked meat, and my fresh fish because I don't want it to overcook. So you can leave your bone and your goat meat in the pot. So I left that in the pot. I'll be adding my potato grains to the pot right now, because I need the dry bone and the goat meat to cook longer because I want it to be soft. I don't want it hard. Add your potato grains to the pot, and then add your sliced onions, If you want, you can blend the onions with pepper, habanero pepper, but I'm just gonna use my sliced onions, and I'll be using pepper flakes because I don't want my potato green too spicy, so I don't want to add any more habanero pepper. I'll just add a little bit of pepper flakes and add some seasoning to your pot. So I'll be using half teaspoon of seasoned salt, and you just want to mix your seasoning and the pepper together in the green, and just let that cook for about 25 minutes. Once the 25 minutes up, you come and check on your greens. Just check on it to make sure the water is reducing, and also you want to taste it to make sure it's seasoned. You don't want a tasteless meal. You want your meal to taste really good. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding a little more salt because I tasted my soup and I realized that I need to add more salt, so I'm gonna be adding my salt, and I'll be adding my dry chicken. You know, it's dry chicken, so you want to cook it longer. Yeah. So once you add your dry chicken, you want to cover that and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Okay. $15 minutes up, and I'm back. As you can see the difference, the water has reduced. This is what you want. You want your water to reduce. Once the water is that much, reduce a little bit, go ahead and add your oil. I'm not gonna add a exact measurement of oil, but just make sure the oil you're adding is not a lot because you don't want your greens to be too oily. You want just the right amount of oil. And I added my oil. I'll go ahead and add the rest of my meat. I'm not gonna be using all the meat that I have in the bowl today, but if you're gonna be using all the meat that you have, go ahead and add your meat once you add your oil, and then cover it and let that go for about 15 more minutes. Yes. Once the 15 minutes up, your greens gonna be ready. You just want the water to reduce. That's the main thing. So yes guys, as you can see, that's it right there. My water has reduced and my potato greens is ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plate my potato greens and show you guys how it's gonna look. Okay, there it is guys. My potato green is ready. I went ahead and plated my food, and you can have your potato greens with white rice or with brown rice if you're trying to stay healthy. Our staple food back home is rice, so we eat most of our soup or stew with rice. So you can eat your potato green with rice. So yes guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up, like, share, and leave a comment if you have any question or concern. I appreciate you guys for staying tuned to the end of this video, and I will see you guys in another video.